I'm Sarah. Welcome to the Daily English Show. Today's mistake comes from a link that someone sent me to a site. They asked me to talk about it on the show. They said that someone had posted the link on Facebook because they said it was a funny site. And I think it's pretty funny too. It's a business based in Singapore, I think, that offers translation and interpreting services. And on this particular page they explain how professional they are and how great their language skills are. I think this is the funniest sentence. We will be happy to discuss with you how we can help you to make your own event a forgettable success. Firstly, forgettable is spelled wrong, and it should be unforgettable. If an event is forgettable, then it's not very good. So that's pretty funny. And the whole thing is rather amusing because they're selling translation services and they're saying how wonderful they are, but their level of English doesn't quite match up to what they claim to be. I was looking around to see if I could find any good Christmas sites, and I came across a page called Dress the Snowman. I think this page is brilliant for using as an activity in a class if you're a language teacher, or you can try it with friends or family at home. You need 2 computers set up so that you can't see the other person's screen. Then one person dresses the snowman and then explains to the other person what he looks like. For example, he's wearing a black hat, he's holding a cup of coffee in his left hand and a rake in his right hand. Then if the person doesn't understand or needs to clarify, they can ask questions to check, like, did you say the coffee was in the right hand? No, the left hand. Okay, left hand. Then when you think you're finished, check the other person's screen and you can see if your communication was successful. Kia ora, in Stick News today, light bulb lovers in New Zealand are celebrating after the new government announced it won't be phasing out incandescent light bulbs.
According to Wikipedia, more than 40 countries have announced plans relating to the banning of incandescent light bulbs. They want people to use new kinds of light bulbs which use less energy. The former New Zealand government, led by the Labour Party, announced incandescent light bulbs would be phased out, but the National Party didn't like the plan. They said it was an example of a nanny state controlling people's lives. National won the election last month, and now they've announced they're stopping the plans to phase out incandescent light bulbs. They say New Zealanders will now be free to buy the light bulbs for as long as they want.
And that was Stick News for Wednesday, the 17th of December. Kia ora.
I like living on the 4th floor. I can see interesting things when I look out the window, like this machine clearing snow. One day I looked out the window and saw a truck with a crane on the back of it. Another day I saw some appliances sitting on a blue tarpaulin. They looked like they were having a picnic. It's not the right season for Hanami, so I thought it must have been a bounenkai. Today's word is efficient. Adjective. Doing something well and thoroughly with no waste of time, money or energy. Lots of countries are banning incandescent light bulbs because they want people to use new kinds of light bulbs which use less energy. They're called energy efficient light bulbs. In Wikipedia it says modern energy efficient appliances use significantly less energy than older appliances.
Is Christmas a religious holiday in New Zealand? So it's just commercial. How about in Japan? Most people have to work, don't they? Yeah, for some people, but not for most people. Yeah, commercial. Or a family get-together. I think the family thing is more important than presents for most people. In Japan, it's pretty much just commercial. Department stores and shops celebrate Christmas. They put on a great show with lights and decorations, but not that many people actually do. Yeah, it's not a public holiday.
What kind of hat is the snowman wearing? He's wearing a top hat. What colour is his scarf? It's purple. What does he have in his left hand? A cup of coffee. What's he holding in his right hand? He's holding a rake. Is he smoking a pipe? No.
And that was the Daily English Show. See you tomorrow. Bye.